Hello, Steelers Nation. How would you like to win a trip to Canton, Ohio? That's right. All you got to do is like Let's Talk Steelers on X, Facebook, and YouTube. You got to do the trifecta. Let's Talk Steelers. You'll be entered to win a trip to Canton, Ohio. So I want you to like Let's Talk Steelers. You'll be entered to win a room night in Canton, Ohio, and a tour of the Hall of Fame. So let's talk Steelers. Welcome back to Let's Talk Steelers. I'm Tank. He's Mike, the former NFL quarterback. NFL, National Football League.
Yeah, more of a clipboard holder.
By the looks of you, I wouldn't think that. But.
No.
Hey, this segment is sponsored by our good friends at Lawrenceville Distilling. You got to check them out. Mike, these guys make Ginger Gin, you know, like Yinzer. I love that. Parking chair vodka, because, you know, your grandparents always put a parking chair out in the street to keep their space, and they'd come out and yell, like I got yelled at in Latrobe. Some guy come out, and he's like, what are you doing? My chair's there. And I go, I pay taxes too. Anyway, go check out Lawrenceville Distilling. They're great, and they're in Lawrenceville, and they're opening up a new location around Christmas time, Chiefs game time, up on Route 28. All right, so everything is humming with this offense. You got a great new offensive coordinator in Arthur Smith coming in. We got a quarterback who's won a Super Bowl in Russell Wilson, who throws that ball with quick velocity. There's a couple Achilles heels right now that could slow up this offense, and defensively too, even though Cam's having a good year. So let's talk about your Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. And you know I get a little bit nutty when I talk about offensive line play, so if I start grabbing you and throwing you around and using Mike as a blocking tubby here, don't get all crazed about it. All right, young Dan Moore gets thrown in a frying pan a couple seasons ago. Never played left tackle in college. They say, oh, by the way, we need you to protect the Hall of Fame quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. It's been an on-the-job learning experience for Dan Moore. He's doing a solid job. How important is that left tackle?
I mean, it's huge because it's that blind side. You got to have that trust with the whoever's back there protecting that, because as a quarterback, your eyes are downfield. You're not worried about what's going on up front unless you're playing against the Steelers, and where you got to realize where T.J. Watt is. Now, when you have a guy that can handle that speed rusher off the edge, what that does is it frees up the back in the passing game. Because if you're coming up, if your guy's struggling, you got to get that back to get over there and chip. And now all of a sudden it frees up the linebacker to either drop and get in coverage, or rush late, or some people call it rush to cover. Rush to cover the back. By having that lockdown left tackle, who essentially can just handle whoever is over there, it allows the back to either help out on other parts on the line or get out in the passing game and influence the defender. Get out in the flat, get out in the check down, pull the linebacker up, and get the dig or the deep cross in behind it.
You told me a story one time about Julius Peppers chasing you around. Does that get him into your mind?
Why do you keep on bringing up the past?
Julius Peppers. I mean, as a pro quarterback, and you're worrying about your left tackle missing blocks, that's got to affect you on some level.
No, I mean,
imagine Lawrence Taylor going after you.
You don't think about it. As a quarterback, you do not think about it, because your job is to focus down the field. And once you start thinking about it, that's where your game is going to start to. You're gonna be errant on your reads. You're going to be errant on your throws. So you cannot focus on that. However, you will feel it the next day when they do get through.
Ice packs, heating packs. Yeah.
So, back to your point, though, he's been doing a great job. And, you heard it on the Giants game on the Monday night broadcast with Troy Aikman and Joe Buck talking about how well he has developed and has become the only guy that started every single game as the O-line. He's kind of the anchor of the O-line right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You move to the right guard position, and I love Isaac, big bad Malo Cup, man. This guy plays angry. That's what you want your guards doing. Came over from the Eagles. Now that he's healthy again, he is solid. Zach the Polar Bear Frazier, his high school was called the Polar Bears. He was a state champion wrestler, so I call him the Polar Bear. It's not looking good with that left ankle injury. He was in the locker room, one of those little carts they put you on, getting through. I hope it's just a precaution. Let's hope he gets back in action right now. Ryan McCullum's been filling in pretty good, but I'm going to get into that Achilles heel with the offense right now. You go to the right guard position, James Daniels. Well, you know, Mike, I was never high on him. I thought the Steelers overpaid for a C+ right guard in James Daniels. He goes down. James Daniels goes down. The kid out of South Dakota, something up there, comes in. He's been doing a pretty good job as a rookie. Could you imagine being on that stage, coming in as a rookie, and they say, hey, guess what? You got to block for Russell Wilson.
It happens, and honestly, it's not that much pressure. I mean, you look at O-line is probably a little easier to step into in the NFL than, you know, go say running back, say receiver. I think, you know, because you do have a unit that can help you across the board. The O-line is a unit, and you have to have that chemistry. You have to have that talk. You have to be able to pass off the stunts and the blitzes, so they can help him out a little bit. When you have one rookie, when you have three in there, it's a different story. But when you have one, you can work through that.
All right, I'm hearing it all over Steelers Nation.
But I don't think it's an Achilles heel. It's just my opinion, because I think with the run game, with the play action pass, and with the quarterback getting the ball out quick, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. I think Arthur Smith can help them out, and I think the veterans can kind of help them. I think Russell Wilson, with the veteran he is, he could actually declare where the protection should slide to at times and help them out as well.
Love it, and that's that knowledge Russell Wilson brings you. All right, the Achilles heel. I hear him out there, Mike, in Yunzer Nation. That Broderick Jones, he's a bust. He ain't no good. Look, Broderick Jones is out of position. When he was at the NFL Combine, he ran the fastest 40 for any lineman. He's out of position. You saw it in the Giants game where he had a grab, got the face mask, cost us a touchdown.
That was a slip of the hand. That wasn't a true grab.
You don't do that on Monday Night Football. It's going to get called.
Well, that's a little bit of a hand fighting, and he kind of reached out. There is grabbing in the offensive line, but it just happened. He just kind of nicked it. It wasn't a blatant grab. It wasn't like he was trying to do it. That was a little bit of a slip.
Here's the thing, and I believe this adamantly. He's out of position. You have a solid right guard in Broderick Jones for the future. One of the reasons he grabbed that face mask, one of the reasons you're seeing him in a preseason getting just eaten by the edge rusher from the Bills, he can't adjust to the speed of the NFL. It's too much space to work to cover from here. Those outside edge rushers, if he went up against TJ Watt, TJ'd have 15 sacks easily. I truly, truly believe if you want to get the very best out of Broderick Jones, you got to move him to right guard. So that Steelers offensive line right now, let's hope it stays in place.
Well, I think you just keep on letting him work at right tackle in practice going up against
You're going to get Russell Wilson killed in the meantime.
But if he's doing that in practice against the best with TJ Watt, he's only going to get better.
Are you going to tell me that in week 13 when Russell Wilson is walking around with a cast with Zach Frazier and they're both like this, like the toys from Christmas Island?
He's got to learn.
What are they?
Keep on getting him the reps, and he's got to learn. Unless they have a better option right now, I think, they're there. They know what they have. They clearly feel that's the best option.
Listen, you're going to have Russell Wilson and Zach Frazier. They're going to look like the island of misfit toys walking around like this.
How many Lombardi trophies do you have?
How many Lombardi trophies? I got that replica.
I think Coach Tomlin knows what he's doing over there.
All right, we'll be right back to Let's Talk Steelers. Huddle up, Steelers Nation. It's Tank. I'm here at the Italian Village Trattoria, Route 28, Waterworks Mall, and Terra with Italian Village Trattoria has a game day special for you. All you got to do is call the Route 28 Italian Village Pizza Trattoria on a game day with your Pittsburgh Steelers. Mention Let's Talk Steelers TV show. And Tara, what's that special?
Buy one, get one, any size pizza, pickup or delivery.
Buy one, get one free, any size pizza, and all they got to do is mention Let's Talk Steelers.
That's right.
All right, you know what to do, so go get it. Hello up, Steelers Nation. How would you like to win a trip to Canton, Ohio? That's right. All you got to do is like Let's Talk Steelers on X, Facebook, and YouTube. You got to do the trifecta. Let's Talk Stil'rs, you'll be entered to win a trip to Canton, Ohio. So I want you to like Let's Talk Stil'rs. You'll be entered to win a room night in Canton, Ohio, and a tour of the Hall of Fame. So let's talk Stil'rs.